So hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Sofa and today we're gonna have a little review on a package or a parcel which I received today. So I'm very excited to share this video with you all and I hope you all enjoy it. So let's go and let's start to take a look at the box. So standard one, nothing big, but the most important is the inside. Okay, let's just open it up. So here we go. Now what we got here is, the first thing is, this is a little booklet. The Lake of Hassan, that's where the Soviets actually were fighting against the Japanese. And Shkadov, if I remember correctly, was a general of the army. This is actually a gift from the person who actually sent me the box. It's from 1988, that's pretty cool. Some nice material to read, that's very interesting. Let's continue. Package, paper. Here we go. That's something very interesting. These are Soviet ribbon bars. Actually, the old ones, like 50s upwards, up to the 70s that were used. This one has a red star. Some interesting, and you can see it looks pretty cool. I will have a little review on them too because I have roughly 50 of them at home in my collection. So there's another one, also very interesting, has an Order of Glory, a very interesting piece, it's pretty cool. Let's continue. Okay, little boxes, this is interesting stuff. Guards badge, I was feeling it, it was heavy, so let's take a look at the boxes. So these are the original boxes which were actually given to the veterans or service members. Both are for the Order of the Great Patriotic War. That's actually 1985 version, but pretty cool because I also collect boxes or the E2Es. In this case, these are the original boxes. It's kind of hard to get the original pieces from the Second World War because they mostly were like thrown away and so on. So I have several ones. I will also do a little review on them. It's a pretty interesting piece here. You can see Order of the Great Patriotic War, second class, the number, and this is the original paper, and it's pretty cool. Love that. Okay, let's continue. Now, guards badges. I know there were several guards badges. Sorry for that, guys. And we're gonna have, if you remember, I had already a review, a very nice review video about guard badges, but I'm kind of like I love guards badges, so this is one of my weakest points. So we got here several wartime guards badges. This one is quite interesting because it's polished the way the guard and the USSR, and on the back side it's probably ground found. You can see it still says Guardia. Interesting piece here. Let's take a look at this. This is a more nicer one. Unfortunately, enamel on the star is chipped, but it has the original screw on the back side. So if you want to know more about the what the numbers and letters mean, check out my other video in regards to guards badges. That's a pretty cool one. Here we have also, I think this is a transitional piece. That's a very rare one actually, and quite interesting because you see it's very uneven work. So, and the coolest part in that is actually the backside. So usually there is like a pin with a nut like you've seen in the one before, and this one was actually done by the veteran. And the cool part about it is that this is actually from a ribbon bar. They had smaller ribbon bars, so he actually cut off the pin and replaced it with this piece. It's also quite interesting, unusual piece, never seen that before. Also very nice guards badge. And an earlier guards badge, also the rounder shape, enamel is completely chipped on the red star, but looks good. There's also little pins, love them all, pretty cool, especially the ones with enamel. These are the Vel KSM badges or pins. One you can see is actually here, it's with enamel, a pretty nice piece, and one was with black color but has the nut on the back side, and this one has the pin. And it's actually the Leningrad Mint or St. Petersburg Mint. Pretty nice piece too. I will have later on also a review on them because I have several wartime pieces and post-war. Nice batches here. I get to the coolest part here are the photographs. So people who actually know me already for quite a long time, they know my favor for military photographs, and I collect not only photographs, I also collect postcards. So let's start with the postcards. They're all, if I remember, yeah, these are all written in Ukrainian. This is like for the 9th of May. Pretty cool, uncirculated with Order of Glory. This is a very interesting 300 years of unification of Russia and Ukraine in 1954. That's a pretty cool piece. Very nice. 9th of May. And again, 9th of May. I will also have a little review on them because I have like several folders with postcards. Now let's check out the pictures. Here we have some medics, maybe somebody from the Signal Corps. Pretty interesting photograph. Also very interesting photograph with many women on them. Let's say it says, it's Czechoslovakia, June 45. What else I have here? This is also pretty interesting. And this is actually, how to say, this is a photograph of, I think, medics or something. It's pretty cool. It has also the letters and the names on them. And it's 1944, and it's from Latvia, so it's actually when the Soviets were there. So that's pretty cool. Can be researched. There is a woman with an award. Pretty nice. Okay. Another, yeah, she's a medic. Interesting, from 1951, but it's in keepsake to my friend and during the service in the Great Patriotic War. 1945, and then I don't know what that is. 1951. I will check. I will have a review on the photographs, so I will mention that too. Here we go, another one. I just love those old photographs with, especially the female ones, because it's hard to combine. Comparable to the Western Front, Russians or Soviet women were actually snipers, pilots. They fulfilled actually almost every work. So not only medics and Signal Corps were working for the Signal Corps, they were also doing a lot of other heavy duty things like that. That's from 1944. I will, all the photographs, I post them on Instagram, so I will have a short description on my Instagram account associated to each photograph. Very nice photograph too. Look at this. Now this is very interesting because I guess this is somewhere in Germany. The building looks very German, and the kid has actually one of those Hitler Youth caps on it. If you can see it, that's pretty interesting. There's another photograph. Probably two officers or soldiers, yeah, officers with one female, probably medic. Here we go. Oh, I love those photographs. They actually include, this one has actually, this isn't a Foreign Award. If I'm correct, this is a Czechoslovakian award. I will, yeah. These one probably came in a set because this is already familiar to me from the ones before. Voigtländer, and Voigtländer was actually a German brand of producing, they had like cameras and so on. It's also Czechoslovakia. Pretty interesting. Here's another one. Very nice photograph. See, you can see that these are like somewhere in Europe because it's a typical European buildings. It's not like Russia or Ukraine or Belarus. What does it say? January, yeah, May, 9th May, 1945. The day of the end of the war. And it's in Czechoslovakia also. Pretty interesting. There's an old one. Should be like pre-war. They have the shashka, the saber or swords. Saber, say it like that. What year is that? That is 1932. Pretty cool. Here we have, we'll get back to that. Soldier with wound strips. These are basically marking, similar to the American Purple Heart or the German wound badges, because they had them, like, I think in 3 categories, and the Russians or the Soviets used those kind of cotton pieces, so they were yellow and red marked. The yellow one was for light wounds and the red one for the heavy wounds. So this is the same on the back side. To my beloved ones, to family from your son, sorry, from your son, Vanya, Breslau, 1945. This is pretty cool. If you take a closer look, you're gonna recognize a very, very, very famous person, and this is Pakryshkin, 3 times hero of the Soviet Union, Air Force pilot. He was kind of like one of the badass pilots back in the war. So very interesting. Got that original photograph. He wrote it down, and that's from 1954. Pretty cool. This is interesting. Nothing on it. Oh, that's defense of Leningrad. Also a wartime photograph. Very beautiful. Here's another one. Pretty cool. Nothing on it. Got a pilot. Probably. Oh yeah, he was actually a student of Air Force student. So pretty cool. That's from 19. Yeah, he was at the academy, probably from 1943 to 44. I will leave more information on my Instagram account. There's a nice one. I love those family photographs. Also a pilot. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's like made a photograph in May 41. Pretty cool. Another photograph of a pilot. Also wartime probably. Yeah, it's 45 March in Poland. That's pretty cool. And we're getting a little bit closer to it. Here we go. Oh, so these are like, this is like pre-war if I'm right. Yeah, it's 1936. Yeah, it's 1936. Pretty nice photograph. They will be stored also in special boxes with acid-free papers and so on. Another interesting photograph. 1945, April. Interesting. This is a beautiful photograph. Has the red banner to Order of the Great Patriotic War, red star, and a tanker. To my beloved daughter Maya, and it's like, oh, okay, she was turning 30 years old on March 45. That would be interesting if this person actually survived the war. Interesting photograph. And we got this photograph here. Navy unit, yeah, naval unit with a flag. It's not a banner, and there's kind of like something on the building written. Can't read that, but also pretty cool photograph. So that's kind of it with the review. I hope guys you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like it, and if you want to be updated on the news videos, don't forget to click on that little bell to get a notification. So thank you very much, and I wish you all a great day, and see you later. Bye.